Hello, lords and ladies. This is Toxic Foxy here, and today I would like to show you guys part of my New Year's resolution, which is, like most people, losing weight and getting into shape. 2016 was a very rough year for me. I went through depression, I went through dating hell, and yeah, life can be pretty difficult sometimes. And along with that went my weight. And I had been, back when I was in middle school, I had lost 60 pounds on Weight Watchers. And I kept that off for years. And I used to be 200 pounds. And I stayed at 140 for a long time. But then back in 2013, I had decided that I wanted to reach lifetime. And lifetime meant that I needed to reach 125 pounds. So I did. In July of 2013, I did hit my Weight Watchers goal lifetime membership at 125 pounds. And I kept between 125 and 128 for 3 years. Did it for 3 years. But after this summer, I suddenly started packing on the pounds, and pretty fast. It only took me 3 months to go from 128 pounds to 142 pounds, which for me is a little crazy. Now, I was trying to do Weight Watchers in the process of this, but I don't know, I just couldn't choose the right foods. So I decided to try something different. And then I decided to try Nutrisystem. And I figure I'm going to do 1 to 2 months of this, because on the Nutrisystem plan, they guarantee you that you'll lose like between 10 and 13 pounds in your first month. And I only want to lose like 13 to 15 pounds. So roughly, I really only need between like 1.5, 2 months of this program. So I was thinking I would do this program just because they send you the food. So you have your meals planned for you. And then over time, like I would use the points from Weight Watchers and kind of mix maybe some of their foods with regular foods. Yeah. So the way Nutrisystem works is that you get a month's supply of food, and they send you a month's supply of food every month. Now, you can do different plans. Like right now, I have all foods that are not frozen. Yeah, which is kind of surprising. But you do have the option in the future to like customize your plan, so you can have some frozen foods, all frozen foods, etc. The frozen foods are more expensive. My thought is that the frozen foods might be fresher. They might not have as much extra ingredients as the non-frozen foods. But I mean, obviously non-frozen foods are easier because you don't need to even put them in a fridge. And they seem to heat up pretty quick. Like a lot of them only need like 1 minute in the microwave. So that's pretty good. So I decided that what I'm going to do is once a week, preferably every Monday, I'm going to log my progress. Now, I'm just starting this today, so it's going to be beginning stats. As of now, I'm 142.4 pounds. Again, my goal would really be to hit 127. I feel that's a good weight for me. I measured my waist, hips, and thighs. I didn't do my bust because I don't care about that so much. It's mostly from the waist down I'm trying to work because I tend to carry a lot of my weight on my lower half. So my waist right now is 34, and that's definitely like, I wear corsets for the Ren Fair, and I have a corset that's a 26-inch waist. So I definitely know that could be smaller. So 34-inch waist, I was 41 on the hips, and around the biggest part of my thigh was 24. So I will be updating these each week. Now, let me show you what I'm going to be consuming the first week of the Nutrisystem program. You get this, I mean, I'm not lifting the whole box, it's huge. But part of the first week is this thing called the Turbo Takeoff. And so basically, this is like the jumpstart of your program. This consists of 7 days. And what happens is you have a breakfast, which is either like a meal bar or a muffin. You have lunch. I'm wrong. You then have a turbo shake, which it's... So this is the turbo shake. It's chocolate flavor. It's amazing. And you can, I mean, they say just shake it with water, but they also suggest you can add fruit like raspberries or bananas, maybe a teaspoon of peanut butter. So you can do that stuff too. It definitely probably would taste awesome with bananas or raspberries. Like, this stuff's amazing. And this also helps with bloat. There's probiotics in here to support digestion. And I think they do this because with the way these foods are, I do notice they have a lot of carbs. So, and you know, there's sodium and stuff too. So I think it'll help your body get used to the program. Also, there's a lot of protein and fiber, so it keeps you fuller and satisfied longer. And there's a lot of vitamins in here too. So this is pretty good. But yeah, and the breakfast is generally, like I said, the breakfast is a muffin or a bar. Like, let me see what I have in here. I brought some of them to work, so I don't have them all here. But example is they have this Harvest nut bar. And I think, yeah, I also have a muffin in here, a blueberry muffin. It's actually pretty sizable. I mean, it's about like this big. I mean, it's pretty decent size. Okay. So you would have breakfast, you'd have your turbo shake. Then you would have lunch, which usually I notice it's either like a form of soup, like today was chicken noodle soup, or they have these carton containers. This is loaded potato. So that sounds pretty good. It's mashed potatoes with cheddar cheese and bacon. Sounds pretty good. Okay. Then they want you to have these crush bars. And it helps to curb hunger. Now, the thing is, I'm doing this a little different because I don't know about you, but I get cravings late at night. And I decided that instead of having this between meals, that I would save it for at nighttime so that when I get that, you know, because this has chocolate flavor in it. So when I get that urge to eat junk, instead I would just have one of these. But yeah. And then dinner always is, the dinners are pretty sizable. Like tonight I had it was like a turkey sausage beef stew with noodles and white beans, and it was really good. And the serving size was like this wide and like this deep. And they also suggest you do need to go a little food shopping because they want you to incorporate vegetables and fruits. I didn't get to a fruit today, but I did have vegetables, and they want you to include things like the types of vegetables they specifically suggested were like spinach, kale, cauliflower, broccoli, carrots, like, you know, a lot of greens and stuff. So easy peasy. I got some steamables where you just like throw the bag in the microwave, you heat it up for 5 minutes, and you have fresh vegetables. So I added that to my stew tonight, and it was really good. Now, what I did today was because I do Weight Watchers, and for you, those of you people that maybe do Weight Watchers out there, I wanted to compare, like, because these all have nutritional facts on them, and I wanted to compare the like, okay, so how many points are all these things in a day? Are they making me eat too much, too little? Because honestly, it seems like a lot of food to me. Like, I didn't even get to the Crunch Bar tonight. Like, I really don't think I'm gonna need it. I'm full already. Like, especially the turbo shake and the dinner I find are the most filling. Like, breakfast and lunch are pretty small, but the turbo shake and dinner just straight up made me full. Like, and I factored in all the meals and the turbo shake and the Crunch Bar. And it turned out to be 28 points on Weight Watchers. And for my weight and height, I'm supposed to consume 30. So it's pretty comparable to Weight Watchers. The only thing is that the Crunch Bar is 8 points. And I feel like that's a little steep. Like, I feel like all the other meals are like between like 4 and 7 points, and it seems like pretty reasonable, but you're getting a meal. Like, it's your meal. This is like a bar for 8 points. And I kind of feel like I might only have the bar if I'm really hungry one day, but like today I just don't need it. I feel like you could replace the bar with more tastier things like real food. And they do make suggestions. Like, they do have a pamphlet that it comes with that if you're going to eat out or if you want regular food, you can substitute. So, like, honestly, I would rather have a grilled chicken breast for 3 points than this bar. Like, I feel like that's going to be better and healthier. But, if you want to stick, like, other people could probably eat everything in a day. For me, it just seems like a lot of food. But I am discovering and wondering if maybe I'm just not eating enough in a day. Like, I thought I used to, in my mind, I was like, oh, I eat too much. And I'm like, no, I think I just don't eat enough. Like, I'm realizing now I might have gained weight because I don't eat enough. So, but anyway. So that's going to be this week is the turbo. And we'll see how that goes. And with that, now originally I had tried taking, I should tell you which diet pill it is. I saw this diet pill on Facebook that was being advertised all over the place. And I decided, okay, well, maybe I'll do that in combination with this. I threw up the first day I took it. So I was like, no. My go-to, because I've done this before in the past, is Slim Quick for women. Now, what I do with this is, like, they want you to have, I think they want, well, serving size is 1 packet. Oh, that works. Sometimes, I know in the past, they've, 1 packet in the morning and 1 packet in the afternoon. Honestly, I only needed 1 pack a day. Like, you add it to your water. And that's the thing with Nutrisystem too. They want you to have 64 ounces of water a day. Like, you need to get in 8 to 10 glasses a day. And for some people, that's really hard. And for me, that could be hard sometimes, especially it's winter and it's snowing and the last thing you want is water. It's like, I want a hot chocolate. Like, you don't really want, I mean, maybe hot coffee, which actually on Nutrisystem, they count coffee and tea as water. But, you need to get in some cold water. And plus, cold liquids speeds up the metabolism faster because your metabolism has to work harder, like to keep you warm and to process it. But I found I do this once a day in my, like, I have a huge water bottle. It's massive. And I add 1 of these a day, and it's like a berry flavor, and it's really good. And what I like about it is it's all natural ingredients. It's not like anything crazy. It helps with bloating, like water retention during your period. It balances like hormones, so because actually you can have bad estrogen believe it or not. So this helps to like balance your hormones and keep the good estrogen in. And it says it reduces appetite. But with Nutrisystem, I found that I'm hungry more often. It's kind of weird. Maybe it's what they put in the food. I don't know. So I'm using a combination of this and that. And also, now on Nutrisystem, they want you to work out 7 days a week. Like, at least do a 30-minute walk a day. I don't think that's realistically feasible for most people. So what I tend to do is I tend to do 3 like intense workouts a week. So 3 workouts a week where it's like 50 minutes of cardio. And then the other days I'll try my best to get in a walk, like, 15 minutes or something, like a light walk or whatever. But it's kind of hard when you're working and doing other things. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing now. And yeah, I'll let you guys know how it goes and if I do well or not. Keep in mind, my body, I've had issues with my body the past few years, so I'm not sure how this is going to work. I'm hoping that it does, because as of now, I'm literally wearing like baggy sweaters, leggings, and like sweatpants because my jeans are a size 2. Like, I can't fit in them anymore. And unless I suffocate, like, it's just not realistic. But anyway, so thank you for watching. And if you want to see how my progress goes and learn more about Nutrisystem, you can subscribe to me. Please like me in the comments if you like this video. And take care.